Everything I have is from yesterday. Everything you see around me came from a previous chapter of my life. Chains, the watches, or anything, or just anything here came from a previous chapter. It's not only for me, this is for you as well. And that's why I made another video and said, I'm rebuilding everything. Everything now came from yesterday's success. Yesterday's success doesn't guarantee today's success, though. Yesterday and the things you did yesterday doesn't guarantee what you would do today. What matters is what you do today. So this is where it even gets deeper down the rabbit hole. You have to keep earning your future. You have to keep earning. Everything in life is rented. The great, fantastic physical body. You can't live off of it forever. It needs maintenance. The cars, you're driving around. You can't live off that car forever. It needs maintenance. Everything in life is rented. You get a physical body, you have to keep working on the physical body for it to become better and greater. Business. You can't keep living off the same business and never changing anything or trying anything new, or never putting out the new content or whatever it may be, putting out the new products or putting out the same product or trying to improve the product. Or there is so much when it comes to maintaining something. And that is the reason why most people constantly live with the previous successes. That's why a lot of people live in yesterday. Don't live in yesterday land. What are you doing today? The current moment matters. What matters most is what you are doing today. Because previous accomplishments start to become a trap. Talk about everything we did, everything we used to do. And confidence should start coming from what you're doing now and not old achievement. And I know a lot of people discourage their own selves and talk their own selves out of confidence and all of these things. Because, where's my achievements? I don't have any achievements. Okay, that's not an excuse not to start now. Don't use that as an excuse not to start now. You wake up every day with a new chance. So a lot of people want to start some business or want to start some new job or want to start something new. Okay, when are you going to do it? When are you going to do these new things that you keep saying you want to do? When are you going to do it? When are you going to try the new idea that you keep saying you're going to do? Or whatever it may be. See, that's why we can't keep living in yesterday. The more you keep putting it off, the less you're going to do it. So it doesn't make sense why most people keep putting these things off. Instead of putting it off, start to become one with it. Start to live in the present. Don't let yourself become a trap for looking back in the past and looking at everything you did in the past. I can sit up here and keep talking about everything I had in the past. Okay, but what do you have now? But this is why I'm a big advocate of also spending money. If I didn't spend money, I wouldn't. Look, it just ties into a point. But if I didn't spend money, if I just held on to money, there would be no proof of past success. You know what I'm saying? Like, even a laptop, sort of the things I invested in, if I didn't have the physical counterpart to it, I would never, there was no previous past success to even see. Like the change is previous past success of things being bought, but it doesn't determine future success. Do you understand that? So a lot of people look at other people's success and wonder where did they go wrong. I mean, it just really genuinely boils down to understanding that success starts today. It starts in the now. It doesn't start in past. A lot of the success you see that people have came from years ago. I know people who own churches. They've been at that church for 20, 30 years up there doing that. And you look at the results of them, you think, dang, they really did that. They did. But nobody sees the amount of time it took to even get there. So that also brings me to another point of people can't delay gratification in this short-term world. Everything is short-term. Everything is short term. Women want short term relationships. They just want to have fun. You have a bunch of short term people on scrolling on TikTok, watching furries and all of this different stuff. Like, what's going on? People can't even focus on the video. They're already scrolling, about to click to another video as I'm speaking right now. So some people's brains are not wired to be able to even delay gratification to see results, to even see success that they want. So we need to stop living in yesterday. We need to start to live in the now. The more we live in the now, the more results we see. And the more results we see now is the more results we get to create for the future. And the more fruits of our labor we get to enjoy. And as we start to enjoy our fruits of our labor, we start to understand that everything can be achieved now. That's why I talk so much about the mindset, because a lot of people don't think this way. A lot of people think time is just unlimited. We have a finite human amount of time. Time can be unlimited in your mind, yes, but in reality, one day we have a destined day of what we believe. And if you do not do what you do today, then you're trapped to your own yesterday's success. That's why I say living in your own success and these things, it truly comes from living. You live your own previous success when you are in your last 20 years of your life. That's when you enjoy your old success and your old fruits of labor. Now you have to rent. Everything now is rented. This physical, fantastic body that I have to work on it every day or it's going to lose itself. Anything in life, you have to work on it every day unless you lose it. So people don't understand that. So that's why they try and live in the past of old possessions and don't try and build a new future. And I want you to understand something, that old possessions don't build a new future. It doesn't. The only thing that build a new future is wisdom, knowledge, and all these different things. Everything else just pass away. Everything else pass away. So it's really about rebuilding. So now you have a chance to rebuild every single day rather than holding and latching on. Because a lot of people don't like to look at the past also because they were failures. Well, if your past was a failure, you still have a chance. That's why nobody have an excuse. So it's like people, oh, but my parents wasn't successful, or I wasn't successful, or this and that. Well, that's just all the excuse for you not to try. Oh, but I had a hard upbringing. Well, that's another excuse for you not to try. So I had a hard upbringing. And a lot of people have a hard upbringing. Some of the best people in the world, most rich people in the world had a hard upbringing. They're still successful. So most of these things that people use are excuses. It's an excuse to stay in the old past. They pick out certain things from yesterday, what they did yet. What did you do today? That's what I want to talk about. What did you do today? Are you working on anything currently? So that today's actions, the next day cannot be yesterday's action. So even the results, but also, that's why the point kind of get also contradictory, because yesterday results also do determine the future results. If you have systems in place that enables that, a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't have a vehicle that can enable that. Let's say, for example, businesses online or things online. These things or investments or things that you put effort into once and receive effort endlessly. Basically what I'm saying. Those things can bring future success from yesterday's work. That's where you start to get smart. That's where you start leveraging everything. When you start to build systems, when you do systems and things that you can take yesterday's work and actually be able to use it for the future successes, that's real leverage. That's real systems built in place. A lot of people do not ever get there because they haven't tried anything new. I talk about 9 to 5, and I don't mean bash 9 to 5 people, but 9 to 5 people do not really truly receive the full leverage or systems of what they could do. Do you understand? It's like they put in work one day, but it doesn't translate to the next day. as opposed to a business or as opposed to doing something online, that work from yesterday can go endless for years. 20 years from now, there's people on YouTube from 10 years ago still getting paid from the effort of which they did from all of the previous success. Now that is real leverage and systems and success. Now those are the successes that you can sit here and say, you know what? I did the previous success, but the previous success got me here and is still enabling my success rather than only living on previous success that didn't or is not still producing success today. To simplify that down, whatever you do today can determine future success. Whatever you do today, the next day start to become yesterday's success. So what I want you to do is start to focus your time and energy in places that will enable endless success to come. The amount of your effort, I want you to start to figure out what can you do for the amount of effort of one day. It can last for generations and still produce fruit. That's what I want you to think about. And that's what I want to leave you with. Signing out. You know where to find me? Free Telegram, description. That's where I'll be.